15 unexpected ways to use Vaseline. That stuff you typically use for chapped lips or dry elbows was actually invented to treat wounds or burned skin. Developed in the late 1860s by Robert Chesebro, Vaseline has been healing skin for quite some time. And now it's an entire product line, including body lotions, lip balms, and more. Petroleum jelly is a staple of any medicine cabinet. Along with Pepto and ibuprofen, you have a tub of Vaseline. Its uses are incredibly versatile, but we bet there are some you probably don't know. So, here are some unexpected ways to use this wonder jelly. Number 1. Protect surfaces while painting. Are you planning a painting project anytime soon? If that's the case, Vaseline can be used instead of painter's tape. All you have to do is smear a thin layer onto wherever you don't want the paint to stick, whether it's a table surface, glass, doorknobs, tiles, or wood. And once you're finished painting, just wet a rag and wipe away the Vaseline. A clean and quick paint job, just like that. Number 2. Silent squeaks. You don't need to live with your bedroom door sounding like a horror movie soundtrack. Vaseline acts as a pretty good lubricant if you don't have any WD-40 lying around the house. Just apply a thin layer of petroleum jelly on a squeaky hinge, a stubborn drawer, or sliding doors to keep things quiet and moving smoothly. Number 3. Prevent locks from freezing. This hack is super helpful during those cold winter months. You can prevent your door locks from freezing by applying a little bit of Vaseline to the key and move it about in the keyhole. This helps keep out any excess moisture that might turn to ice in the lock. Number 4. Lubricate your light bulbs. That's right, your light bulbs can benefit from some lubrication too, specifically when you're screwing them in or out of the socket. Next time you're changing a light bulb, do yourself a favor and apply a thin layer of petroleum jelly to the threads. It'll go in easy, and when it's time to change it, it won't require too much effort, and you'll thank yourself for being proactive. Number 5. Loosen a stuck zipper. Is there anything more infuriating than your hoodie not zipping up, or your favorite pair of jeans having a stuck zipper? Next time you can't get a zipper to close, rub a thin layer of Vaseline on both the top and underside of the mechanism, and gently give it a pull. You're all set. Number 6. Prevent hair dye stains. If you're dyeing your hair at home, it can be hard to prevent runaway dye on your forehead, and it isn't a cute look. Now, you don't have to spring for a salon if you don't want to. The solution is in your medicine cabinet. Before dyeing your hair, apply a small amount of Vaseline to your hairline so you can catch any accidental drips. Then when you're done washing out the dye, you'll have a clean hairline and a perfect dye job. Number 7. Stop blister pain. When it comes to brand new shoes, there's a reason they say you have to break them in. Unfortunately, getting blisters from new shoes is all too common, which is why it's a good idea to carry some Vaseline with you. Just apply a tiny bit to the area of the shoe that's giving you trouble. It's only a temporary fix, but it will stop the blister from getting worse until you get home and can kick off your shoes. Number 8. Remove makeup. Some formulas out there can be tough on your skin, but Vaseline is a much gentler solution, and it's much cheaper. If the mascara wand gets away from you, you can add a bit of Vaseline to a Q-tip and gently wipe the area. It's also suitable for removing eyeshadow, eyeliner, and even any eyelash glue that remains stuck to your eyelids. Number 9. Help your perfume last longer. If you want to make your favorite fragrance last longer, simply rub some Vaseline on your pulse points, like the wrists and neck, before applying it. The petroleum jelly helps the perfume stick much longer, so you don't have to keep refreshing it all day long. Number 10. Stop battery terminal corrosion. Extreme temperatures spell trouble for car batteries, whether you have a Tesla or a Toyota. They're a financial burden and an inconvenience. But you know what they say, prevention is better than cure. You can lubricate your battery with Vaseline by disconnecting the terminals and cleaning them with a wire brush. Then just reconnect the terminals and cover those connections with a layer of Vaseline to keep the moisture out. And voila! You can keep the car out in the cold and not have a care in the world. Number 11. Paint your nails without a mess. Manicures at home are a tough job. Often your dominant hand does a great job of applying the nail polish, while the non-dominant hand just makes a mess of everything. Well, if you just apply Vaseline to the area around the nails with a Q-tip, it will stop the paints from running over and staining your fingers. Once you're done, just wipe it off for a clean, professional manicure. Who needs a salon? Number 12. Help earrings slide in. Just got your ears pierced? Or perhaps you don't wear earrings too often. You might not want to force your earrings in if they won't go in, but you can use Vaseline. Just rub a tiny amount onto your earlobes and the stem of the earring, and it should slide in without a hitch. And if the area is irritated after you take out the earrings, apply the jelly to quicken the healing process. Number 13. Add shine to your hair. You heard that right. Vaseline can even help with dry hair or flyaways. If you live in an especially hot or humid climate, your hair can get really frizzy and appear very dry and rough. But you can take care of that by dabbing some petroleum jelly to the topmost layer of your hair. Not only will your styling hold its own, but it will also add a gorgeous shine to that mane. Number 14. Prevent razor blades from rusting. How often do you change your blades? Whatever your answer, it should probably be more frequent than that. Besides, a razor sitting in a humid bathroom is bound to get rusty. So apply a thin layer of Vaseline to the blades with a Q-tip between uses. This will prevent moisture from sticking to it and will keep it looking brand new. Number 15. Treat dry paw pads. Vaseline doesn't just make the lives of humans easier, it's good for your pets too. If your furry friend has dry or cracked paws, some petroleum jelly will heal it right up, just like it helps our chapped lips or dry knees and elbows. It's also not a bad idea to use a recovery collar while it absorbs to keep your pet from licking it off. So, which of these uses were you already familiar with? And what's your favorite way to use Vaseline? Tell us in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you thought this video offered some useful information, slam that like button and share it with your friends. It allows us to create more great content. If you want to see more videos from us, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video.